All right, we are slowly getting all these parts for the C63 AMG. It's been a little while since we did some maintenance on the car. The last time I posted a video was probably last year in like August, where we did the engine oil, transmission, differential, some other stuff. And then obviously, surprise, we had to change the transmission back in December or January. But that's all good now. So we're jumping on the highway right now. Let me show you guys some of the parts that have arrived. Woo! Amazing exhaust. Let me show you guys some of the parts that have arrived so far and what we're still waiting for. Anyways, control arm from Amazon. We got this one over here. We got another one back there on the floor. So we got 2 control arms and we're waiting for 2 more. They're gonna arrive on Monday. So we're gonna have the two lower ones, the ones with the ball joint pointing down, and then we're gonna have the 2 upper ones. Well, they're called upper ones, with the ones with the ball joint facing up. Got to replace all of those because the bushings are completely finished, and when I press the brakes, the car doesn't vibrate, but yeah, it's getting there a little bit. I think it's time to replace them. Plus, because of those bushings, it basically slides the actual car itself a little bit forward, like it actually shifts it like that forward. So that's not good, and it causes the alignment to be out on one side of the car. So the car kind of pulls to the right, but once we replace all 4 control arms, it should drive straight. Well, I don't think I'll even really need an alignment. It's more of just that the bushings are out of whack. Another thing is, anyways, story. So a couple of years ago, we were driving on the highway and going on an off-ramp, and I pressed the brakes really, really hard to slow down. And let's just say that the front left caliper, the line on the bottom, it just completely popped and it failed. So we had to get the caliper line repaired, but I basically drove on it for like 250 kilometers because it was busted, but it was still braking, you know, kind of not the best. So I could slow the car down by downshifting a little bit here and there, and then basically when I would want to come to a complete stop, I'd have to basically either throw it into neutral or engage the parking brake, because the car would not stop like 100% from like that last 5 kilometers per hour down to 0. So I basically had to use the parking brake. But because of that, the rear parking brake, all the hardware and all these shoes, so these things and all these clips, yeah, gotta replace those. Unfortunately, I used the parking brake. Let's just say that oh yeah, we used it. If you know, it's technically an emergency brake when you really think about it, but yeah, I used the emergency brake quite a lot a couple of years ago. And you know, I almost never used it after I repaired the caliper, but it started to make little weird noises, and now every time I drive slowly, it squeaks. And when I drive backwards, like when I'm reversing, it kind of goes it makes a really bad noise. So yeah, time to get that fixed. That's also pretty important. I wouldn't want it to seize up on me, and next thing you know, the car's not drivable. So yeah, then we're gonna do an oil change on the car. That's pretty important because we are now at, wow, 208,731 kilometers. That's a lot. Last oil change we did was like 202,000. So, you know, I've driven about 6,000 kilometers on this oil. So, yeah, it's time to change it. Definitely time to change it because, you know, we use good oil. We use very good oil. But I haven't really been beating the car up. It's been a lot of just kind of, you know, city driving, home to work, a little bit of highway miles. So we haven't been beating the car up. Haven't taken it to the racetrack or anything crazy, so whatever. Not too worried about the engine oil, but we will replace it. That's important. Change the filter. We're gonna have some Mobil 1 5W40 fully synthetic, Mercedes-Benz approved 2 to 9.5 oil, which is good. Then another thing that I have to do is the driver's side valve cover. I believe the gasket is leaking, so we got to get a gasket and replace that. I'll get that done also. That's pretty important. And then I also unfortunately have to do the rear main seal on this car, which requires the transmission to come out of the car again. I should have done it when I had the transmission out of the car back in January, but hey, It is what it is. That's just how she rolls, guys. When I had the transmission out last time, I wanted to replace it. I actually ordered the seal, like the rear main seal, rear crankshaft bearing main seal, that's what they call it. But the problem is that it just unfortunately didn't come in time, so we couldn't replace it. So it is what it is. It sucks, but yeah. So transmission is gonna have to come out again, but it's gonna be very minor, because all we really need to do is we need to disconnect the prop shaft, then basically unbolt all the 10 transmission bolts, and then basically just slide the transmission out, undo a couple bolts, pull the seal out, install the new seal, make sure it's all nice and secure, and then basically put a couple bolts back in and, you know, push the transmission back in its spot and tighten the bolts, connect the prop shaft. It's not too bad. It should technically be a 4-hour job, but you know, I think we can do it in like 1 or 2 hours, because we are now so used to getting this transmission out of this car. I don't think it'll be an issue. So yeah, that's kind of like the maintenance that we're gonna have to do to the car next. I think we'll do it kind of in 2 stages, most likely. It'll be the oil change, rear parking brake, and all of the control arms kind of like in one go. And then afterwards, it'll be the driver's side valve cover and the rear main seal afterwards. That'll probably be stage number 2, as we call it in the repairs. But yeah, I kind of want to get the car runs great. It's amazing. But I kind of want to just, you know, give it a little bit of, you know, TLC, give it a little bit of love, give it a refresh, and make sure that everything is, you know, running good. Because the car has been amazing. It's literally been amazing. And I want to maintain it and make sure that it just stays amazing. Everything works. Fixed the sunroof recently. What else? Yeah, it's been great. It's honestly been amazing. That's it. That's all we kind of got. Nothing crazy. So see you guys in a couple of the next videos of the repair process. Got a couple things to do. Oh, and the final thing that I'm waiting for to arrive is a tracker for the car. I do have a tracker in the car. I used to have 2 actually, but unfortunately 1 ran out of battery, so I kind of got rid of it. And then the second one is, like, the battery is very low, and yeah, had that tracker for like 3 years, so now I'm gonna have to get another one. It's coming, same thing on Monday. Yeah, I gotta know where my car is all the time. Like, yeah, obviously it's at work, it's at home, blah blah blah. But still, guys, if you have a nice car that you care about, get some sort of tracker for it, at least something, so you at least know where it is, roughly where it is, like what's going on. I think that's pretty important. Anyways, most of that stuff will come on Monday. Today's a nice Saturday. We're gonna go enjoy the outdoors. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys in the next video. Peace.